I say we're done.
Hello, you absolutely beautiful people. I hope I'm having an amazing day today. And this video I'm going to do probably the most requested tier list I've got since this series has started. And that is which Call of Duty Zombies map is to stroke your scubber tentacles clarinet on. Which map is best to absolutely brutalize your brotato boner bread loaf.
Huh?
Which map is best to jerk off to?
He said it! He said it!
Which map is best to stroke it on, or which map is best to goon on. All of these are applicable titles for this tier list. So sit back, enjoy the video. Hope you have an absolutely amazing day, gamers. Now, without further ado, let's get our Freddy Fast cock out and ready to rank these tiers, baby. So at the very bottom of the boner spectrum, we got boner blockage. This map is pretty much so unbelievably ass to stroke your Wario wet noodle to that you're probably barely even going to be able to get a boner in the first place. It's a 100% boner blockage all the way to the food bank and back. You're going to be absolutely softer than pudding Grandpa used to eat.
My God!
First up, we got cock constipation. You know, your dick might get stuck, flaccid, or halfway out, you know, kind of like a turtle head sticking out of your butthole.
Monkey.
Cock constipation is not for a fun time, and it's always best if you can manage to get it up instead of it being a halfway through the process of erecting, much like the Statue of Liberty was before I butt fucked it.
What?
Next, we got saddened strokes. You know, this is like the map. This map is good enough and peaceful enough where you actually can't get a boner in, but it's very not good. And you're stroking your shaft and you're kind of crying out your eyes and penis at the same time, just not having a bad time. You're mentally malfunctioning, but you're dedicated to the cause of gooning and jerking it. So, as mid as this map is for doing the Goo Lagoon stick of victory, we try our best. We try our best. And
Goddamn right.
speaking of mid, we got mid masturbation. Up next, this map is just so mid that it's like adequate enough that you can finish on it, but you're not really going to be having a good time at all on it, honestly. You're just kind of gonna be wishing you're on a different map, maybe thinking about that big thick goth dummy mommy in your ass. What did he say? Pretty much the definition of dick depression on this map. But next you got the jolly jerk off junctures. These maps are absolutely beautiful to jerk off on. You're having a good time. You got a smile on your face like Saint Nick singing All I Want for Christmas of You from that obtuse round caboose hole.
What the fuck?
Singing at you, he's telling you the ho 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 what he's delivering them to your house too, and you're jerking it off to Mrs. Claus's fat cookie cheekage. Next we got the Wonder Bar Wiener Whackage. These maps are absolutely almost crendel a crop. They're absolutely beautiful to do it on.
Hey, yep.
They're absolutely awesome to stroke that Saint Nick thick dick.
Fucking bitch!
Rareware software kangaroo boner on. Having the best time of your life on these maps. Absolutely wunderbar, as Rick Toffin would say. Next, you got the godlike goonerias. These maps are absolutely beautiful to stroke it on. You're gonna be having the time of your life. You're gonna be stroking it. You're gonna be practicing your DJ abilities on your own meat scepter, having the godlike time of these goonerias. Finish anytime you like here. It's pretty much like Freddy. These maps are pretty much the equivalent of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza quality for jerking your meat stick on. Absolutely beautiful. By the time you're done jerking off, you're gonna have Macho Man Randy Savage popping out of your wiener hole saying, "Eat me like a Slim Jim," and you're gonna be absolutely having a great time. And of course, finally at the very top, we got the Diddy grip, because we all know he had that insane grip. Unfortunately for him, and fortunately for everyone, he's just lost the grip he had on his career.
Wah, wah, wah.
Now that these tiers are absolutely set in stone like my dick's grave after I beat it 22 times like R. Kelly.
What the fuck?
It's time to get to rank these beautiful maps. Now, Nocturne Totem, over Nocturne Totem quite a few times at this point now. It's
2,000 years later.
So much later that the ordinary got tired of looking, and they had to hire a new one.
apparently the thought of jerking off on Nocturne Totem doesn't make me very happy. That was not, oh my god, oh god. I need a reverse coffee edible right now. I need to fucking get it out of my system, holy shit. Nocturne Totem, it's just not a very great map for this, honestly. It's a little bit chilly, there's a lot of open spaces, people are gonna be able to take a peek at your boner and they're not gonna really get comfortable enough at all. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what the fuck? I don't really think it's a great map for this, honestly. Like, if I was a man, if I was gonna absolutely masturbate my meat muffin all the way to the bank until it felt like a fire ant was on top of its tip, gripping it like Diddy's asshole, I wouldn't really want to do it on Nocturne Totem, honestly.
You cocksucker! Sick of your attitude! You fucker! You fucking bitch!
There's just too many opportunities for people to interrupt you. It's a very small area, so you're gonna have like a locked door behind you just to have the peace of mind that nobody's gonna walk in on you when you're absolutely barraging your baguette boner stick. It's just not gonna be a good time.
Stop the cap.
Cock constipation for not during toting, honestly. Now, the weird thing about Varukta is you can probably kind of have a circle jerk with all the insane inmates in there, you know. You can't get away with it! I feel like you could probably get a straight jacket too if you're into bondage and stuff. They could probably help you out on this. So I feel Varukta is actually going to rank pretty high on this tier compared to how it usually ranks on these lists. Because I feel like the insane style, I feel like you could get some insane grip in that insane asylum. You know, put you have a room all to yourself, essentially, unless it's for the scheduled times where they're going to feed you, potentially fuck you, depending on how good your behavior has been and what mental hospital you're at. I already know Bruce Wayne butt-fucked the Joker in one of these insane asylums, so let's not kid ourselves.
You what?
Pretty good jolly jerk-off juncture, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you could probably get some peace of mind and privacy in the Varukta Insane Asylum. That is, unless they're practicing the circumcision 5000 on you, they're gonna make your dick look like Kirby's face by the end of it, you know? But if you've been a good boy, well, then you're able to have privacy. Now, Shino Numa, you're actually going to be able to use the water to lubricate if you already have been to the circumcision Santa Claus butt-fuck machines, so that's pretty interesting as well. So
What the fuck?
they pretty much got flea lubricant and a pretty nice swampy atmosphere to make you think of Shrek's swamp ass deteriorating right in front of you like Joe Biden's Flesh and Blood. An absolutely beautiful map. If I do say it myself, I would honestly do this myself. I would take a trip to Shino Numa just to have the absolute goon of a lifetime. Wonderbar Wiener whackage for Shino Numa. Give it up the highest Shino Numa I'll probably ever like on any of my tiers because, like, I don't know, Shino Numa is just like the most mid map ever to me besides the high rounds. And that's so weird because it added so much to the series. Now, Dirt Reselling the Giant is pretty warm out. You know, it's not winter quite yet. You don't have Santa Claus's pre-com falling down the sky with a little bit of pubic hair. That's all snowflakes are. I'm sorry to disappoint anyone who didn't know that yet.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But you can literally teleport around and jerk off. Like, you could probably, if you're into Mewtwo and you just want to cosplay as Mewtwo teleporting around jerking off and you want to get that full authentic Mew or Mewtwo experience, these teleporters are going to be the ultimate way to experience that without any interruption. And if anyone's about to walk into one of the teleporters you're jerking off into, you could just teleport away from them. So I think this is actually going to be our first Diddy grip of the video, because if you are about to get interrupted, you can kind of flee the premises like OJ Simpson after he absolutely obliterated his wife into two separate fucking dimensions in Minecraft. Bitch went to the end and to the nether. God damn. Rest in peace to this absolute legend, but Pee-wee Herman is proof that movie theaters do absolutely not make a good place to beat your man meat to.
Well, no shit.
Blasting butt cheeks in the bathroom would be a more respectable place than absolutely just bringing out your magic skin food of the Wizard of Oz's boner into a movie theater. Can't be whipping out the magic bag asking a genie to grant all your wishes in the middle of the goddamn Minions movie. Boner blockage. I couldn't even get it up if I tried. Now, speaking of absolute privacy, the pinnacle, I feel like 5 is the best for all these heroes because I feel like 5 always ranks the best on these heroes because it's actually just a really good fucking spot. It's just so secluded and private that you could pretty much just have an entire room dedicated to gooning and masturbating. You're pretty much never going to be interrupted again, you know?
No.
Unless the president's got an urgent thing that he needs to help you with, and maybe that thing he needs to help you with is you jerking off. You know, if JFK wants to help me beat my meat, you already know damn well he has 100% of my consent all the damn time, because that man is a living, well, I guess not really living, myth, legend, absolute badass 100. We love John Fitzgerald Kennedy, and I'll let him sit all over my face until he cured my cock constipation.
Excuse me.
This chocolate chip cookie hole staring back at my face like the endless void of Gojo's curse technique. Top of Diddy grip for now, baby.
Kyoshiki. Murasaki.
Now, Ascension, if you were alone, would be pretty cool because you could just kind of like be jerking off over the place while you're flying again. Once again, jerking off in the air at high altitudes must be a difficult, weird experience to handle. And I'm not sure what that would feel like because I've never personally tried it quite yet in my life. You know, maybe one day I'll go to climb Mount Everest and absolutely brutalize my owner baseball bat like Babe Ruth, but I don't really know when that's gonna happen, honestly. But if you're not watching yourself, a space monkey might come whack you in the boner, scratch you, and get an infection with ape gonorrhea, with gorilla gonorrhea. So I don't really know if that's gonna be a good time and a half. I feel like it is honestly sad in strokes because, I mean, if a space monkey just comes and bites your boner, your balls kind of sink back into themselves and your penis just kind of becomes an enlarged clitoris when it kind of inverts back into itself like a dingleberry sticking up in your butthole when you see someone coming when you're trying to take a shit at the local McDonald's. So it's just a very difficult Among Us task to complete when you're trying to get it up in the middle of a very freezing, frigid environment, colder than Jack Frost frosted boner. It's just not a very easy thing to do at all. I have an easier time believing OJ was innocent more than I have an easier time getting it up on this damn map. So honestly, it's going at the bottom of Boner Block. It's hard called dead, one of my favorite maps ever. Absolutely beautiful. I love this map, but it has to go at the bottom because it's just not designed to jerk off. Now, that being said, imagine, okay, we said this for the pissing video and the shitting video, but jerking off right above that on that bridge, right above that beautiful sunset, you know, that sight alone would be absolutely beautiful to come on. Next thing you know, you have a shrieker coming in and screaming in your ear. If you're a little messed up and you like being deafened and blinded like that, you like the Helen Keller people, it makes you absolutely go insane, and you're just having the time of your life, you know. Maybe if a napalm zombie can explode your dick and make you feel like that also uber ultra gonorrhea piss. But if the map is clear, okay, if there's nothing to stop you from jerking it, then I feel like the Shangri-La Bridge is one of the best spots to ever jerk off, and I feel like it's a godlike gonorrhea on that bridge, baby. As long as PewDiePie's not there to interrupt you with several slurs at once.
Damn, Daniel!
I don't know how you would, like, get it up on the moon. Is zero gravity affect, like, how much you can get it up? Like, I don't really know much about how anti-gravity works because I've never been fortunate enough to leave the planet like Marva the Martian on a methamphetamine trip going to Uranus when he destroys mines. So, honestly, I'm not sure I'll rank Moon. I mean, flowing off into space jerking off before you die would be kind of fun. I feel like I'll put it on mid-masturbation that because I'm unsure. Let me know in the comments where you would rank Moon because I actually don't have a damn idea. I want to jerk off right in front of Ted's stupid roboticized ass face while he looks in awe and kicks me off the bus right as I come, and a little bit of it gets in his eye, like a little bit of salt from my French fries sausage hole. Huh? Cove Juncture. Bus Depot. Listen, these maps do not make a good time to jerk off. Bus Depot, Boner Blockage. You're gonna have Betty White's third cousin looking at you and you're just trying to like stroke it through your jeans. Next thing you know, you're getting kicked off. Next thing you know, you're going to jail like Saul Goodman taking a shit on Hugh Babineau's ball sack, and you're just not having a good time. Bottom tier, get that shit bottom tier. Now, if you have your own secluded farm and you wake up and you just see that beautiful sunset and you're just jerking it right on the farm, I think that could be an absolute vibe and a half, I'm not gonna lie. I just like the thought of being on a farm, honestly. Like, that'd be so refreshing. Unplugged, a little far away. And if you were a lone farmer, you wouldn't really have to worry about much interruptions because I feel like most farms are a little bit out of the way. Plus, you'd have a lot of time to make sure if somebody's coming or not. So, well, you know, unless it's just you coming in the... I feel like farm is going to go in the Wonderbar Wiener Whackage. You could absolutely fornicate with your Scullion Fancy son fork fuck boner and have the time of your life. Town and Newtown are sad in strokes because, I mean, if you're in the middle of a busy town, you're going to be depressed because you're going to be like, man, I wish I had a little bit more privacy, and you're going to be wishing you were anywhere else. I feel like in Die Rise, they'll throw you off the building if they caught you jerking off. Now, Blob of the Dead is Boner Blockage because if you get caught jerking off in your cell and you share a cell, next thing you know, BBC Bubba's big bodacious butt crack is going to be hopping on your meat faster than Sandy Cheeks could say, holy shit, I'm a squirrel. It just wouldn't be that good of a time, honestly, unless you're into that. Maybe you could spit in it and make it slide it. Okay, that's enough of that. Buried is going at the top of Data Grip for now because once again, it's a secluded place buried underground. You pretty much have all the time in the world to finish. You could enjoy your time. You could walk around with a hard on. No one's going to be able to judge or see your 2-inch Punisher, or at least if it's me anyway. And you're going to be able to just enjoy yourself. And if you're lucky, maybe Leroy's still down there and you feed him a bowl of candy, and you give him some booze, he'll have his tongue buried deep within your prostate.
Excuse me, what?
Now, Origins is interesting because you kind of ride the tank around and jerk off. You have a mobility masturbation scooter, absolutely crushing it like Nikado Avocado before you lost the weight, out of the time of your life. You'd just be able to see so much. You could just have an absolutely beautiful time as your miracle mid-sized meat mobility boner is flailing in the wind in the ice-cold environment. And I feel like the tank is actually pretty warm. I feel like it'll kind of keep you warm on it as well. I think Origins will go in the mid-masturbation. Outbreak is also mid. I feel like the local McDonald's is not the best place to pop a boner. Unless you're a really, really brave gentleman. I'm unsure of where to put this one. I'll put it at cock constipation right behind Die Rise. Unless it's Mayor McCheese going to show me his buns, I don't want anyone to walk into the bathroom while I'm fornicating with my Big Mac. You understand me?
Nope.
You can go shit where I fart. And I don't really know these maps, so they're going bottom tier. Now, Shadows of Evil was a very interesting one because it's a very big town, but once again, you can kind of play a cock hero with the rhythm of the jazzy beats playing in the background every 5-10 minutes. I'm sure that that's just like a sound that the city plays by itself over time over speakers to ensure the citizens are still morally available mentally. Because that's a jolly good tune. If I was depressed about to pull a Kurt Cobain shells, I would love to hear those beautiful jazzy tunes from the speakers of Shadows of Evil. You know, make my butt crack grow with 2 sets of fingers and start wiggling them and snapping them together because that sound is just absolutely magnificent. An amazing musical masturbation map. It's gonna go in Godlike Gonorrhea just because the jazz tune. Plus, if you really want to, you could jerk off on the tram and get a whole good look at it. And if you're brave enough, maybe the Margle will help you out too. The Giant is going to go 2 things behind a reason because I feel like the cold environment will kind of get in the way for Butter Blackfish, but if you're teleporting enough and you're warm enough from the oven or whatever, you're going to be able to pretty much pull it off all the same. The Rise Dog is interesting because you can kind of set yourself flying with the Wonder Spheres, and I wonder if you could like cause some auto asphyxiation if you're brave enough with that too. Maybe the higher altitudes faster will make you bust quicker. I don't really know. Either way, it'll be a very interesting process. Even if it didn't work out in the end, you like broke your neck or something, became Joe Swanson for the rest of your life, wandering around in a wheelchair like the Rocket League Octane. It would be pretty interesting as well. Now, Zetsubo Nishima, there's just bigger Shino Numa, but maybe you can hit that Thrash see if you're brave enough to help you jerk off. There's more swamp water and stuff, and maybe the spider webs could help you with their silky, smooth, sperm-like texture. Hey, it's gonna go directly above Shino Numa. Now, Garlic Crovey is interesting in this trailer because maybe if you are a shy jerk off and you really want to get it done, but you're a little bit shy about it, maybe you do want to have an incentive to finish fast, like Lightning McQueen trying to win the Piston Cup and not losing to that green motherfucking stupid ass car that made me want to shit myself when I was a kid and had pure anger issues. Maybe, just maybe, that dragon will be your key to finishing fast. You know, like Sonic the Hedgehog, you're too slow, and if you don't nut in time, you're gonna get burned alive like you have gonorrhea all over your body, or you're crawling with fire ants that are absolutely finger blasting your fucking skin over and over again. That dragon is gonna be your ticket to some dry gussy, or at least a fast jerk-off speed. You don't get caught lacking by the dragon and burned alive like all those Yemen children. I'm gonna put it in mid-tier this time because I feel like that dragon might give you the motivation you need to finish fast. Dr. Monty could pretty much make you come in an infinite amount of times by just snapping his finger like Thanos taking a shit or whatever, so that's pretty interesting. I feel like it's gonna go in Godlike Gonorrhea because Dr. Monty could help you with his godlike abilities as well. Plus, you get the view scenery of all these zombies maps on it at once, which is pretty interesting as well. There's always a space, so unless you're Jeffrey Epstein or EDP, I don't really think it's a good place to do anything. I feel like wherever the redwoods could actually be pretty fun because you're probably just absolutely blast. You could go wander off into like the woods and never be found again until Michael Myers milks your manhole all the way back to Brazil. It'd be pretty interesting, but I don't really think it would be the best part to do, the best map ever. But that being said, if you get so fucked up, I feel like Fred Flintstone crossed with Anne Frank's ashes that Snoop Dogg smoked in the blunt. I think it could be a pretty damn interesting location. Play through the fire and the flames on your dragon stick too. Wonder Bar Wiener Whack. It's just behind the giant baby. Ninja zombies would absolutely break your boner in half mid-jerk off, caught constipation, and it's never being fixed after they rip it in two. Attack of the Radio Factory, I think is interesting because I wonder if that green liquid could be used as like Mike Wazowski's shit sperm lubricant for you. It might actually aid in your objective. You what? Of coming fast and not last. It might be a pretty damn interesting method to this madness. That it is on a beach, so you could, if you're about to get caught, you could kind of hide your dick in the sand like an ostrich hiding from prey. I think that might be a myth. I don't know if they actually do that or not. That being said, I'm going to put Attack of the Radioactive Bitch at the jolly jerk-off juncture right above Verruct, actually, because I feel like that Krogzilla lube would go absolutely ham. You what? Beast from Beyond, those things are gonna eat your boner. I already know the Panzer Mortar would just come alive and absolutely devour your dick hole in 0.1 seconds. Like it's a bag of Takis, cock flavored, and it wouldn't go over very well, honestly. It's gonna go in cock constipation as well, since your boner is gonna be gone in 0.1 seconds, and you're never gonna see it again, much like that in 1982 when he left for the pack of cigarettes and smokes. Bro despawned like a Minecraft mob without a name tag. I don't know any of these buns maps. They can go lick a cock's The Titanic would be an interesting goon cave to have for sure, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you'd just be able to pretty much go anywhere you want in your room and just absolutely blast yourself until you can't take it anymore and absolutely fill. Maybe if you're brave enough, you come in the fruit punch that everybody's drinking. But I wouldn't recommend that, because if they catch you, they're gonna tie you down and eat your ass. Much like I eat 10 pills of Xanax a night to prevent my brain from farting out. That being said, I don't really know where to put Voyage of Despair. I'm gonna put it right behind, I'm gonna put it at Wonder Bar Wiener Wackage, because I feel like the Titanic would be an absolute beautiful location. But listen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. How many times do we have to teach you this gooning lesson, old man? Gladiatorial arenas are not a good spot to piss, shit, jerk off, or bleed on.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Monkey.
It's probably a good location to die on. Maybe if you want to practice erotica asphyxiation here to die and get one last nut up before you pass away for these gladiators' ability to whack you out of reality, it'd be pretty fucking interesting. But personally, me, myself, and I would not really like that. I think
Stop the cap.
I'd rather take a shit in front of my dad and make him wipe my ass again before I absolutely attempt to goon on 9. So yeah, it's gonna go at boner blockage because I feel like you're gonna be too busy fighting for your life. Well, that is hell, so it's kind of a good map to jerk off to if you believe in sinning and all that stuff, because you're kind of already in hell, so you don't have to worry about going to hell. So it's actually going to go on the top of the tier just for the peace of mind gooning on this map will give you, honestly, because you don't have to worry about anything else other than just blasting your meat hole and having the time of your life like Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Classified right behind 5. Other than that, it's pretty much, once again, it's just a stationary Titanic they don't have to worry about moving around on. Plus the and actually I'm gonna dock the Titanic tier, because if you're mid-jerk and you fall over because the fucking ship sank or whatever, or you know, even if it didn't even completely sink and it just like bobbed a little bit and you fall over on your deck and it breaks, that's not a good time. So I'm actually going to move the Titanic down. I'm actually going to put far behind Shinonuma. I'm actually going to put Dead of the Night where I was going to put Voyage of Despair, just behind Shinonuma. Now, Ancient Evil, man, Medusa snakes could really crawl up on you and help you out there. Plus, you know, the visionary of Medusa, she's turning us all into stone already. Catch my drift. Oh, Medusa could absolutely make a man out of me. I'd let her milk me more than the milkman ever could. Goddamn, fill up 10 gallons worth of glass bottles and nail it out to the neighborhood, baby. I'm ready to be milked alive. Turn me into a personal cow, Medusa. Goddamn. Want to roll snake eyes on that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, brother.
I think I'd rather blow up in real life than be on Alpha Mega Bottom. And on Titan, you have the beautiful sunset to look at as you're absolutely pleasuring yourself. And if you get a little bit too warm, you can just grab the snow, maybe put a little bit on your balls as lubricant as well. But you're probably more likely to shrivel up back into yourself like a snail when you put it in salt. So it's probably not the best idea. But if you're brave enough, I mean, hey, anything's possible if you have the will of Wario's whimsical man-ass cheeks. So you pretty much have.
Oh my god!
You have a lot of options. You could throw snowballs on your balls, you could zip line and jerk off, you could use the Tundra gun, you could OC on yourself. You have a very good amount of options on Dr. Toten. Jolly Juncture jerk off right above. Actually, no, we're gonna put it in godlike gonorrhea. I mean, D Machine is just. Hey, maybe you could like rub against the split megaton.
Excuse me, what?
Satin strokes. It's just it's just not an interesting map, I guess. In Firebase Z, at least you could teleport. Maybe that would feel weird against your boner if you have it in the right position as you're teleporting too. And maybe you can pretend it's maybe you could like convince a mimic it's another mimic in hiding and he'll do some funky monkey stranger things to it, you know? I would let the Legion spit some purple grimace shake like substances all over my Waluigi wiener.
What the fuck?
Jolly jerk off junk. So that's the highest tier outbreak's ever gonna be in for me, gun. Mouse is a robot. You can program him to do whatever you want. You know, up and down, up and down, up and down. Mount Toten is going at Diddy tier, baby, because Klaus can be your own personal man milker. Let's go. I bet that Forsaken Ussy goes absolutely crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
What the fuck?
Plus, you know, you can teleport and zip line. And there's that Burger Town statue guy you can look at if you're into big chunky men like myself. So it's gonna go right behind Firebase Z. This is probably the highest Darren Fung is ever gonna go on any tier list. Made by someone with no brain, that is, because there's all those gods that talk to you, and the energy mind one is kind of a baddie, if I remember right. So she could be dirty talking to you while you're teleporting around, or maybe if you're into big mall Santa Claus looking men, you can have Gabriel Kraft dinner man talk dirty to you as well. You have options for people to be whispering into your ear, like Mike Tyson about to bite it up before Jake Paul obliterated him for being an old elderly man. Wonder Bar Wiener Wackage, honestly, in front of Raven the Redwoods. Turkey Meister Dick Meat is probably going to go in bottom tier as well. Fuck these Vanguard maps. I'd rather play with my dad's boner than absolutely play these maps ever again. Terminus is a big map, and I feel like that under the ship there, when you have to get the nodes for the Easter egg, when it locks down, would be an absolute awesome Gooner cave. Godlike Gooneria, right above Shanker 1. Liberty Falls is just kind of a town. And, you know, if you get caught with a boner in Liberty Lanes, you're going to jail for at least 10 to 20 like you deserve to, sicko. Stat and strokes for Liberty Falls, although, despite being really like on the map. That's just like a complete heroes of the best COD Zombies maps to jerk off to. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know which map you would absolutely love to go on in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for requesting this video. This one was for the people. This one was for all of you gamer gooners that suggested. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Stay hydrated, stay safe, stay zombie slaying, boys. And I hope to catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, gamers. Love you all. Have a good one, gamers. Hey, yo!